the Death Cult Assassin. She is a melee slash sniper class, which uses the adrenaline resource. So she gets adrenaline from wounding or killing enemies. Flexible, yes, very flexible. So she uses that to dodge and use her her armor skills. So she has exotic equipment, which is equipment that can't be used by the Crusader or Psyker. So I'll show you guys that in game. And she has this new mechanic of dodging. So the dodge is very important, as you will see when we get into the game, because she is very, very squishy. But we'll take a closer look at that. You can choose from close combat, which is this one with the Death Blades or Death Cult Blades. So this is very swift attacks. I'll talk about that when we get in game because I kind of disagree. And you can finish with powerful killing blows, which is very, very true. And she starts out with the Stealth Bodysuit. So the Stealth Bodysuit makes you invisible for a limited time and drains the adrenaline points of the character. And adds, of course, a damage buff if she gets revealed, or when she attacks. So here we have the sniper type. I can't really turn her, but she has the sniper rifle. So the sniper rifle comes in different types, a laser one and a needle one and a regular one. We'll take a look at those later on. Unfortunately, the snipe doesn't work yet, so you can't really go and use the sniper as it's meant to be, but it's still fairly powerful. I'll show you guys one of the most powerful ones in the game. And then she has the Fabricator Distortion Armor, which is an armor that gives her a boost to speed. Tox Artisan, which has the Needle Sniper Rifle. She is specialized in poisoning the enemy and just being very, very nasty. And as you can see, the armors have different helmets now as well. It's pretty cool. That looks a bit sick. And she has the Eldar Holofields. Well, it's Holithic armor, which is basically Eldar Holofields. So it creates two spawns. It says himself, but it should say herself. And they shoot at the enemy, and you can they can get shot, so taking away some damage from you. They don't deal any damage though. Alright. So, here we are. Look at that hair. Wow, that is long. Cool. Alright, we are going to just check out the store. So this is the Longless rifle. Mastercrafted, this one. Decent damage, and it has a single shot of 223 damage with the chance to critical strike 20%. Also have the full auto, which is a channeled with a tight spread, so you can do a bit of AoE with that for the small nurglings and stuff like that. Then you have the Snipe Shot. So this is what is broken right now. The snipe is basically just an aimed shot at the moment, but when it is fixed in the next patch, you will be able to hold down the button and you will charge the attack up, so you deal 300% damage, which is going to be pretty neat. Yeah, that must have cost a bit of credits. And then she has the this one has the prismatic shot. So the prismatic shot drains all the heat. Well, it overheats the weapon, but it also penetrates multiple targets. It deals insane amounts of damage if you have little overheating. So the more overheating you have, the less damage it deals. That is pretty decent. It doesn't really show. Yeah, it does. It does now. Mega Blast. They've changed it. Instant overheat for increased damage. The colder it was before the shot, the higher the damage bonus. So that is so awesome. It hurts like hell. Alright, then we have the Mars Arc Blade. So this is the secondary exotic weapon that she can use. And she has the Blade Storm on the first attack, which is increased to suppression and deals this Death Cult combo. So the Death Cult combo is basically meant to help you against targets with more health. So if you stay in combat, hit them several times, you will attack faster and faster. And your crit chance will increase and stuff like that, up to 5 times. It doesn't do much. I think it's too low right now, both for the Blade Storm and for the #1 attack on the Death Cult blades. But we'll see. Maybe they'll change it. So then we have the Voltaic Arc, which is a chain stun shock single target. Not really single target. Well, the main attack is a single target, and it jumps to 3 extra targets, and it stuns and disables the target for 2 seconds. And you might notice that it has a cooldown of 0.8 seconds. This is probably the best attack for this weapon, because you can just spam it in a big guy's face and he will be chain stunned. It's pretty cool. It reduces the movement speed as well. Then you have the Whirlwind Attack, which is fairly useless. The damage is simply too low. You deal increased damage, but your movement speed reduced by 50%. And it uses your adrenaline. Really, really bad attack. And the Voltaic Leap. So this is pretty cool. It has a large area of effect damage area, and it stuns the targets as well. And shocks them. So this is pretty cool, and has a 6-second cooldown. But otherwise, it's just not as good as the Death Blades, in my opinion. Let's take the Death Cult Blades, since we are at the melee. Death Cult Blades have Blade Storm. So Blade Storm has a critical strike chance improvement. They have Death Mark. There's a fly. Nurgle! Go away! Sorry. They have Death Mark, which increases... makes the enemy deal less damage for 10 seconds, and can be stacked, but it doesn't say how many stacks you can actually stack. Then you have the Death Cult combo again, which still is too weak. But again, this damage attack feels stronger than this one. It doesn't have a lot more damage, but yeah, it feels stronger. And the Scything Strike is an AoE or cone effect, where it also dots your enemies and puts on the Death Mark, so they deal even less damage. Phasing Assault, which is a charge attack stun, which stuns the target for 2 seconds. It has a cooldown of 2 seconds, so you can still chain stun, but it's a bit harder to do with this one than the other one. And yeah, again, Death Mark. And the Killing Blow, which is a melee attack with armor breaking, so it ignores 50% of the armor, removes all the death marks from the target, and grants 5% damage bonus for every mark successfully hit. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Barely survived. It attacked me. It was a very, very dangerous fly. Then we have the Needle Sniper Rifle. This is by far my favorite sniping weapon of them all. It has a short burst, which is rapid fire, 3 shots per shot. And a dot, which deals damage, doesn't say how much. Critical strike chance increased by 20%, 4% or 4 degrees spread with the 3 shots. And needle toxin, which decreases movement speed and stacks for God knows how many. But the penalties expire after 10 seconds. That goes for all these attacks. Shoot and retreat is basically like the bolt gun, where you can hold it down and you'll move backwards. And it slows the enemy for 40%. Then you have the Snipe Shot, which is basically the same, but it restrains, so your enemy can't use abilities. And you can do the aimed shot as well, but it's only an aimed shot right now. And here is the best thing ever, Needle Blast. So Needle Blast is a large area effect dot that deals just insane amounts of damage. You have the Exodus rifle as well, and then you have the single shot, which is armor piercing and has shock. So this is really good to bring if you want to stay away from the big guys with your assassin. And then you have the Hellfire shot, which is flesh bane against guys without any armor on. A dot and area effect. Pretty cool. And this is a pervasive shot, not a persuasive. It might persuade them to lie down. I'm not sure. Penetrates multiple targets, but is stopped by obstacles and ignore 50% armor. It's pretty cool. I haven't found one that is worth buying though yet. Later on in the next patch, you will be able to use two-handed weapons with the assassin as well. And you can always use the shotgun, you can use the bolt gun, you can use the melter gun. Do have a normal sniper rifle. Master crafted sniper rifle, which has a armor break and explosive shot, area of effect, and a sniper shot, and a shoot and retreat on the second one. Alright, so you need to hold that down. Thank you very much for joining me in this overview of the new assassin class. There's a lot more that has changed, and you can find the link to all the patch notes in the description below. For instance, cabals have been added, and I've created one for the Nightly Bodyhood, so if you are in the game, make sure to look us up. There's been a new map added, floating platforms, 7 new planets, new covers in form of barrels and piles of boxes and metal containers and stuff like that, and they can be destroyed as well with some really interesting exploding mechanisms. And they've reworked some of the map settings and how the different missions work. Just go read it and go play if you can. Unfortunately, my game is a bit bugged right now, so I can't complete any missions at all, which is also why I've been missing some content, because I've been struggling a bit with getting things to work. Now, if you want to see some gameplay, actual gameplay, I have recorded some during the live stream, and I'll put that up in a separate video, and you can hit the annotation at the end of this video in a sec. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that you will join me again next time for some more Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr. My name has been Game Knight. Remember to subscribe. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed sharing this experience with me. If you did, leave me a like and a comment down below. It's very much appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, remember to subscribe by joining the Nightly Bodyhood. Have a wonderful game night. Cheers and stay cool.